Hello, everybody. Welcome
I
to That Park Place.
I love that song so much. I listened to that song. Like I will go to like past live streams and just like hit play just to listen to the song.
I wonder if Pro has that on Prelude Pro Radio.
He
His
should. Go on.
it-
I would like it on Spotify so that I could listen in the car. But yeah,
yep. I didn't introduce you correctly. You are Marvin the Movie Monster Montanaro, otherwise known as the M4 Empire.
that is
Love it.
correct. Yeah, we are it's been a crazy couple of days for my little channel because it has been growing by leaps and bounds thanks to Stranger Things being terrible. Uh, so
It's
our
the
Stranger
little
Things
things in
finale
life.
review. Yeah, Stranger Things finale review has got over 6,000 views right now, which for me is Woodstock. So, like, on the Pro channel, that would be a bad day at the office. But like for the M4 Empire, like that's a big deal. Like we're singing the Yub Nub song right now.
It's a great song. I still can't believe that George Lucas removed Yub Nub from Return of the Jedi. It's one of his worst decisions ever.
Seriously,
Probably behind selling
McClunky
Lucasfilm to the white slavers, as it were.
and McClunky.
McClunky. That was yes. That a lot of people don't realize that was a Lucas decision, not a
Oh yeah,
Disney
100%.
decision. And
One of the last
also,
things he did was
yeah,
McClunky.
McClunky. Oh, oh, what a weird of all the words that you could put in there, fully subtitled McClunky.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's not McClunky?
Our
Juliet.
audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Juliet for £2. Evening that Park Place panel and chat. Well,
Evening,
evening to
Juliet.
you, Juliet. I much appreciate it, and I hope you're doing well this fine British evening for you. Ruby Hove for $5. Have fabulous Friday, y'all. Hit that like button.
Hit it.
Yeah, we don't talk about that like button enough on this channel.
We
It's
don't.
it's there's a lot of YouTuber self preservation that we don't really do. We probably should. You should subscribe, everyone out there, to this
Hit the
channel
and click the bell
and also to
too.
the M. Yes, hit the bell. School's back in. Ring the bell, sucker. And also, Ruby Gifts won that Park Place membership. Thank you so
Oh,
much, Ruby.
thank you very much, Ruby Hoof.
You
Um,
know,
I
go
before
ahead.
we get started, I got to show you. My brother-in-law gave me my Christmas gift yesterday, and it is pretty cool.
Oh wow, what
Isn't
is
that
that?
neat?
Is that like
It
an original poster or is that a
no,
reproduction?
I think I think it's fan art, honestly. I because it looks like it's from an Etsy store, but this is really cool.
That is
Like
really cool.
it's even got like Henson type like in technically color, like that's a 100% a Henson joke.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh man, I miss the Muppets. I hear that they are doing another puppeteering of the rotting corpse of the Muppets.
I saw
Should we
a
should we
yeah,
talk about Matt Vogel?
ugh, if we must. I saw a teaser and I started to be like, I know Seth Rogen is involved, but like maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe there'll still be something and I can forget that Seth Rogen is involved in it. And then at the end of the
Mhm.
teaser, Seth Rogen's like, "Yeah, I've always wanted to be here." It's like
Yeah, and
he's
then
put himself in it.
he kind of rags on it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's do the thing that I unfairly do to the people that I love. I say, "Hey, did you hear they have a new voice for Kermit?" And then I play this for them, and they don't know that he was actually replaced years ago. But here we go. First of all, can you hear it?
Yes, very loudly.
Okay, sorry. Well, maybe you'll dial this back just a little bit. What about now? Was that
It's
was
good.
that okay? So I'm going to play this. We're not going to play the whole thing, even though it's 30 seconds long. But we'll hear those not quite correct, and there is no pitch correction on this. No
Not so
matter,
dulcet tones.
yeah.
It's the return of the Muppet Show. Back on the very stage where it all started and then ended, and is maybe starting again, depending on how tonight goes.
Yikes!
Oh,
That
that
ain't
is
Kermit.
that is so bad. I can't even do an impression of that because I can't make my Kermit impression that bad.
Yeah, I would have to go kinda it's like, I think Jordan Peterson is,
You sound like you're
closer.
from Minnesota.
Yeah, yeah. It's very difficult to go that low and still be doing Kermit the Frog. It's like a bass falsetto. It's really not. I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you sound like Bobby Generic's mom there.
Oh, it's generic. I'll have you know.
Yes, it is. I was hoping you'd do that.
Man, there's
Uh,
a that's a deep cut for you there. Because
mhm.
Bobby's World gone, forgotten.
Oh yeah, Bobby's World, Eat the Cat, Clutter, Terrible Thunder Lizards, all of those things never to be seen again.
Yeah.
But yes, that somebody asked me the other day, like, has there ever been a bigger downgrade for a character than Matt Vogel playing Kermit? I said yes, Matt Vogel playing Big Bird.
Ooh. Oh. I would
It's
have yeah, I would have forgiven the Big Bird a little bit more than I would have with Kermit because Kermit is so much more present all the time. Like
well,
he
and
is
they also didn't fire Carol Spinney's hand-picked replacement for Big Bird the way they did to fire Jim Henson's hand-picked replacement for Kermit to
yeah.
give it to Matt Vogel. So
And everyone knows what Kermit is supposed to sound like. They will accept that there's a difference between Jim Henson and Steve Whitmire, but it was pretty close.
it
It was
was
really close.
Steve Whitmire. Jim Henson had pre-approved that voice. See, because before he died, he was supposed to when he was going to start working with Disney Imagineering more. So Henson had basically like earmarked Steve Whitmire to do Kermit stuff when it couldn't be him.
I realize now that I probably need to open up the YouTube backend to find out whether or not we are getting demonetized on this stream because having played the Muppets theme, the Muppet Show theme more specifically, I'm pretty sure we got one of those nice demonetization notices coming our way soon. With Vogel, and we don't have the opportunity of knowing him or knowing like the story behind him because Disney's usually one to come out and really shout to the rooftops. Oh, here they are. We've got it in the. I'm assuming that must mean Matt Vogel is white as well
Mhm.
and straight because otherwise they would be, putting him front and center so they could talk about the representation. How it's not easy being green in America
Yeah, of
these
course.
days, but it's just every time that one of these trailers drops, there's a new batch of people that do not know that Matt Vogel doesn't quite sound like Kermit.
Hmm.
And they're like,
Well,
but why have I heard that voice before? Well, it's because he played the ripoff Kermit in Muppets. I always call it Muppets Again because that's where I first
yeah,
became familiar with the production, but Muppets Most Wanted.
yes, he played Constantine, the world's most dangerous frog, who is a Kermit imposter, who does a really terrible Kermit impression, and it's part of the joke. And he sounds like Constantine doing the bad Kermit impression as Kermit. So I'm hoping that maybe this is like a really long storyline they're running where it's like Constantine came back and
Uh,
like
That would be a beautiful in joke, but I think Disney is incapable of letting something like that happen
mhm.
unless they really let the Muppets go rogue, which as as rogue as the Muppets used to be, I think them being owned by Disney is it's the classic. You've got about 10 years and then that's it. So you had your Muppet Christmas Carols, Muppet Treasure Island, which may be I like the original Muppet movie. I like
Mhm.
Muppets Take Manhattan. I like the Great Muppet Caper, but I love Muppet Christmas Carol and Muppet Treasure Island.
I do too. I
They,
do
they
too. The one that wasn't as good was Muppet Wizard of Oz, which we really can't find that anywhere anymore. Which is probably for the best.
I forget who did the voice, who did Dorothy in that.
That was Ashanti.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of pre representation there. So
Mhm.
let's see what everybody else has to say though about this because I think we're already getting comments on it. Cohen Film for $10. I love the Muppets bit where a Muppet is eating a worm and pulls on the woman and eats more and pulls on a worm and eats more and at the end, I can't give away the end.
I know which one you're talking about, and I think that actually is an early Kermit. It's like a black and white early Kermit.
So when he was actually very, as opposed to frog being a pejorative, he did more frog-like things.
Yeah, well, it was like so the early Kermit was made out of one of Jim Henson's mother's coats. Um
And a couple of
and
ping pong balls.
Yeah, a couple of ping pong balls. Yeah, so like he pulls on like a really like it looks like a worm, and he's like pulling on it, and at the end something happens. So
All right, all right. I will not take the spoiler there. But Cohen Film, thank you very much. Also, Wild Man of Yavin gifted 10 That Park Place
hey,
memberships.
there you well, thank you, Wild Man. Yeah,
I'm just now noticing this.
I didn't know that. I just you're telling me now for the first time.
Thank you
That's
so much, Wild
wonderful.
Man of Yavin.
I don't think
really
we have
appreciate it.
his I don't think we have his like little video here on the
That's surprising because I'm pretty. Oh, I
we
think
have
I know.
I think we only have Dragon Queen and the Korean cheerleaders for William Thompson here.
Well, we do have this one.
Every time a membership is gifted, a content creator gets his wings.
Was that gendered language?
We're not at Magic Kingdom, Dad.
I do like that one.
I noticed that our producer that worked on that one left out the cigarette there, the homemade cigarette, but still it works. Scott Westbrook also gifted 5 That Park Place memberships. Thank you very much, Scott Westbrook.
The green
Appreciate
is
it.
flying around. It's the green. It's the green. It's the green you need.
And that's a great soundtrack to a Disney movie
really
right
good.
there. Yeah,
Great soundtrack to a very mediocre film.
yeah. Should we play the one that goes on too long? Here, we'll give you a preview.
We'll ride the rides and see the sights, conquer lines, face our frights. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you.
That one goes on for a full 30 seconds. And
It does. It does. I played that
the
one on
idea.
Wednesday, not knowing what it was, like expecting it to be like a Lonely Walt thing. But
Yeah. Here, I'll give you this one. It's short and sweet and to the point.
I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness killed Han Solo.
I was literally about to click that one.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Yep.
So good.
Archer Merchant for $5 with all the refurbishments slated. Don't see why anyone would visit in January. Everything worthwhile is practically going to be down in California and Florida, which is
Definitely
why they
in
do it.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely in California. You got 11 attractions down in Disneyland and California Adventure. As far as Walt Disney World, I don't think there's that as much down. Which is saying something because it's 4 parks.
Yeah, and I think 11 attractions down in January in Disneyland. That would mean they've still got another 12 attractions in the old Fantasyland there for sorry. If I as a East Coaster and a Walt Disney World person, if I look at the density of rides in Fantasyland in actual Disneyland property proper, it's going to be one of those days, folks. There's going to be a lot of misspoken words today.
Yeah.
That happens. I cannot comprehend how many rides they just have stacked on top of each other in that one little area. And it's
nuts.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Pinocchio, Snow White. They've got it all.
Alice in Wonderland.
All the stuff they ripped out of New Fantasyland over the years. And I just think, wow, I have got to get out here. Except that it's in California, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm still welcome in California from a.
I have never been to Disneyland.
We got to figure this one out.
We do.
So, Wild Man of Yavin for $5, calling for someone else's clip. $5 for Dragon Queen's plug.
We can make that happen. Here, I'll do it.
Do it.
Return the Dragon Queen.
I love it. I love it. I love that. I like Queen, and I like the approximation of Queen since Freddie Mercury is no longer with us. I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine what would have happened in his later years had he had them. But before we get started on the topic of the day, we were asked by Pro if we could cover something, and we're going to Justice. Justice.gov here to talk about this one. Disney agrees to pay a $10 million civil penalty and injunction for alleged violations of children's privacy laws. This was written by the government, so you can you can trust it, right?
I always thought everything on justice.com was written by the Tick.
Spoon. This by the Office of Public Affairs for immediate release I recommend you keep those private and get back on the straight and narrow, sinners. The Justice Department announced today that a federal court has entered a stipulated order resolving a case against Disney Worldwide Services Incorporated and Disney Entertainment Operations LLC, collectively Disney. The FTC investigated this matter, negotiated a resolution with Disney, and referred the case to the department. Under the order, Disney will pay $10 million in civil penalties as part of a settlement to resolve the FTC allegations that Disney violated COPPA, which I think is a horrible name for anything involving children, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act and its regulations in connection with Disney's popular YouTube video content. So there it is right there in governmental lettering. It is popular.
Coppa, chameleon.
Yeah. So the basic gist of this is under the age of 13, they're not supposed to be tracking any of the data on anyone online without parental consent, which is why on YouTube you can't even have an account if you are under the age of 13, even though they have a YouTube Kids app. It's supposed to be that you're using your parents' app or guardian's app or I don't know, your big brother's app, and that data is supposed to be sectioned off and nobody tracks it. But in this case, it looks like Disney had maybe a concern that maybe they were tracking this information, and the FTC said, hey, it looks like you probably are tracking this information, allegedly. There's going to be a lot of allegedly thrown around in this, allegedly. So
yeah, well, I mean, they're paying out a whole lot of money, so it looks like they were found guilty by the department formerly known as Justice.
That's right, Justice. In looking at this, I think this is Disney doing a little CYA with COPPA, and they really just want to make sure this goes away, as opposed to having a long drawn out trial in which they get on the stand or something and have to defend what is a procedural issue. I don't know if Disney was actually using this information, but I think it's fairly common for COPPA mistakes to happen. I think it's something where if it does happen, it's generally, well, we're going to turn this off so it doesn't happen again. It's one of those rare instances where I don't think Disney was they probably weren't doing anything intentional with this, because they would have to have a system in place in order to use it. Now, that being said, there are so many things that Disney does as far as children's content that I think they're reprehensible. In fact, there are things on Disney Plus that should never have been put in the children's section that they're like proud of. They have a lot of pride in what they do on Disney Plus.
I see what you did there.
You know, is the kind of thing that the fine is not large enough. You know, maybe a millstone needs to change hands. Maybe Disney needs to receive that millstone. If I'm still being vague and slightly,
no, I mean, look, I've seen Stranger Things,
which is probably on Disney Plus in India. Oh wait, that's not how they. Game of Thrones was on Disney Plus in India for a little while. Yeah, yeah, weird. Because HBO wasn't in the area at the time. They probably made all of $10 from 3 million people watching it on the regular over there.
Right.
You know, but in this case, this is $10 million changing hands to the FTC, which is less than they would have paid in legal fees, I'm sure, if this had gone to trial. Disney is a slap on the wrist as far as they're concerned. So I don't want to say it's no big deal, but you know, at least someone is doing their job here, which is the important thing.
Absolutely.
Disney. You have any comment on this before we move on from it, Marvin?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a violation, whether it was intentional or not. I mean, it's flagrant. I mean, yes, it's still alleged and whatnot. They were not convicted of anything, but I mean, the question is, did you collect this information? Yes or no. It's a binary choice. So, as much as Disney hates binary things, it's yes or no, and if the answer is yes, then you did wrong. You know, $10 million to Disney, that's a rounding error. So you know, it's not going to be the end of the world, but it is definitely a sticking point, because I mean, you would think that it's almost an admission of guilt if you end up paying the fine. So to parents, the headline there is Disney collected information on your children on YouTube.
Right. Because and the headline being out there does more than $10 million in damage, most likely. with them, because $10 million is a rounding error on a Disney Plus series at this point.
Right. Yeah.
So that is really not a punishment when they
spend on catering.
Exactly. So the first Dragon Queen for $5 American, Heart for Wild Man, trying to triple task, listening to Thus, watching Stranger Things, fixing an animatronic. There's another one for the day. Hugs for All.
Animatronic. Is that like is it like the Clawhauser in Better Together?
No.
An animatronic?
It's the giant animal head at the end of which one was that?
Country Bears?
No, the animal, like
in the Muppet movie.
The Muppet movie. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love Animal, especially when I was playing drums. Thank you very much.
Did you play drums?
I did. Not very well. I was in drum line in high school, and
that I'm not shocked by.
It would translate to. I thought it would translate to doing kit, but not so much. So wanted to have a little too much fun with it, so couldn't play Rock Band when I'm trying to do. Oh, what if we do a salsa beat on this one? So the theater kid and the drumming didn't really jive, because the attention-seeking behavior doesn't lend itself to not rushing and also playing the same thing over and over again for full 3 minutes straight.
100%.
Yep. What about did you play any instruments there?
No, I tried to play saxophone when I was in elementary school, and I got through, like Hot Cross Buns, and then that was it. I was done.
Yeah, I still couldn't get past the name Hot Cross Buns.
I was actually a singer for most of my life. So
I believe that.
I actually performed twice in the famed Carnegie Hall
Wow.
in New York City, twice when I was a teenager. So that's a nice memory. But yeah, it's
how do you get to Carnegie Hall?
You practice.
Yep. That's a joke.
Yes,
from Last Action Hero as well.
Yes, it is. I'm glad you set me up for that one.
England DG for $5. Magic Bands tracking the kids' profiles and purchasing in the parks. Club Penguin and their terrible moderation. No, Disney would never track. Never. Yeah, those you can't even begin to make reservations on a Disney site without verifying how old your kids are. They want to know before they're in the parks whether or not, how closely they can track that information. I think there may be some kind of case to be made for tracking a parent having a child who did all of this stuff, as opposed to tying it to the child themselves. There's probably some legal gray area or some legal cover there in saying, I am a parent who has a child who did all of these things, as opposed to, here's the profile on your child. So England DG, you're 100% correct. So that's probably why they differentiate children and adults in that same way.
Well, but remember, to Disney, an adult is anyone over the age of 9.
Yeah. That's a good point. The Mum here for member for 7 months. I swear, at this point, they like losing in the courts. It seems to be their way. They would rather settle, I think, than have anything go to open court. You look with the Gina Carano thing.
Well, especially something like this where it's just a yes or no thing. Did you collect the information? Yes. Okay, guilty. Like why not? At that point, there's no fighting it. Just pay the money.
Yeah.
And it was such a drop in the hat that,
Yep. I need to bring this up in the past. We do have a super chat goal. It was set by our good friend WDW Pro. We had to make a little modification to it. It says Wiltonathon or Wiltonathon. I've seen the Wiltonathon, and I just can't do that to these kind people. Maybe we will. We got some.
It's very. I like that you said that Pro was the one that set this goal, because you or I would never set a Wilton related goal.
He will never. He won't let us end this live stream.
Yeah.
Until we get 20 super chats of $5 or more. Please give generously. No. Or maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's the other way. If you pay more, we'll just in the live stream.
The Wiltonathon is coming at the end of the show unless we make 20 super chats of $5 or more.
Archer Merchant for $5. Look at that. Look at that. A man who likes punishment. Given this lawsuit, do you think there might be incoming lawsuits for the Boulder and for those charged with trespassing if they're in fact charged?
People sue Disney over pretty much anything these days, and they have for a very long time because they know that Disney will pay out a lot of the time. But I mean, as far as the lawsuit for the Boulder, the only one that really has a potential for a lawsuit there is the cast member that got hit. And I said this on Wednesday's show. There are two kinds of Disney cast members. There are the kinds that are like, I just work for this company. It's a job. They treat me as a number, whatever. It's a cold, soulless corporation. And then there's the other kind that's like, we bought Fox.
Yeah.
So the janitor at Magic Kingdom who says we just bought Fox. That's a legitimate conversation I had with a cast member one time. But so it depends on which one he is, because he might see it as taking one for the team as part of the Disney family.
You know what the budget is? Well, we paid double for the cost of Fox at the time we bought it. So.
Well, as far as the trespassing goes, that one might.
Yeah. So those charged with trespassing, we can take a moment to talk about this one because I was not able to fully research this. So the trespassing issue, James Fishback, or maybe that's not his name, whatever the candidate's name is, Fishback, the guy who wants to be the Republican nominee for the governor of the state of Florida. He had this thing where he was at Disney Springs. He did an event at the Starbucks there. We don't know what level of coordination he had with the Starbucks there. He was exited by Disney security, and he said in a letter that everyone that was with him at the event was trespassed. It was a very hearsay sort of way of putting it. It was, I have heard that, or I overheard that. So he didn't actually say it, but he said that everyone at the event was trespassed, which I think you and I, Marvin, were having some back and forth about this. I don't think either of us wanted to say conclusively, that doesn't sound correct. That's all I'll say. Yeah. So,
especially with it being Disney Springs, if it was in the parks, I could see that because you are not allowed to do that in the parks. But at Disney Springs, it seemed a little strange to me, especially because it was in a Starbucks, which is a third-party organization, which can have whatever events I'm pretty sure that they want. I don't know. It depends on what was happening, whether he was like giving a speech in the middle of this. If he was giving a political speech, then I understand maybe shutting it down because it's something else entirely. So I don't know. There's a lot of weirdness in that story.
Yeah, and I almost, and the idea that Disney would trespass 150 people, which is the story from there, and they had 150 people in the Starbucks patio, which I'm trying to think what the Starbucks looks like at Disney Springs, and I don't think does that fit 150? I don't think it does. But the idea that
I haven't
they
seen
would,
it since they
would
reopened
take,
it because it was just renovated.
Yeah, every single name and all of the pertinent information that they would have to have from all of those people. I think that's a process that they would all have to go through.
Do you think they even like scooped up all like the hipsters sitting there on their laptops writing the next great American screenplay? Like they're like, you're at this event, you're a trespass. What? No. I'm trying to adapt Steinbeck.
Adapt Steinbeck while you hear the gentleman down at the stage there doing the greatest top 40 hits of 10 years ago.
Yeah.
WDW Pro is out in the audience, by the way.
While an Italian car billionaire dances in glitzy you've seen you know what I'm talking about there, Eddie Maserati, right?
Oh yeah, I ran into that guy.
Oh my God, he's the nicest man too. So what we're talking about here, guys, if you've ever been in Disney Springs and you've seen a skinny, very Italian man wearing like short shorts, like a bedazzled hat, and like a shirt that has like more bling than a Bennigan's waitress on it, and he dances around like this, and dances at all the places. That is Eddie Maserati, who is a billionaire. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this was the outfit he was wearing when I ran into him. Hey, that might have actually been when I was there, come to think of it. But yeah, that's not me in the background, just so you know. But so I was walking past him, and my wife was like, "Hey, it's the guy. It's the guy.
The guy.
And he's got a good spot. And I actually thought he was a performer.
His last name is Maserati, and yes, it's that Maserati, as in Maserati cars.
That is quite the ensemble he's got there.
Yes.
Amazing. And these are the
he's
kind
there
of things.
every night. Every night he goes there. Apparently, from what someone told me, he drives like a big, like, expensive sports car there. He valet parks. He tips very well, and he just walks around and dances his heart out.
And leaves it all on the boardwalk there.
Yeah, I've said hi to him many times. Every time I see him, I just say, "Hey, Mr. Maserati, how are you doing?" And he's just such a nice man.
That's great. That's great. I consider him to be a man of quality, higher than the churros I got just down the way from there. Yes. So and Pro, yes, this is what we're choosing to do with the That Park Place channel today.
I think he was doing that in response to us saying about using Wilton as a threat.
England DG for $5. I sued Disney because I was corrected that it's pronounced Dole Whip, not Dole Whip. This caused me severe emotional distress. So Dole I think the lemon one is a Dole Whip, but the strawberry one is a Dole Whip.
The strawberry one doesn't count as a Dole Whip.
And until they get the license back from Universal, and then they'll have the Spider-Man Dole Whip.
Ha! They probably could do that in Disney Springs at the Dole Whip place there.
Yeah, Well, so they have this as long as they don't put they can sell Spider-Man stuff. I don't know if they can advertise a sign that says Spider-Man there, because they have the superhero center, but they don't call it a Marvel superhero center.
I thought the Marvel logo is on the sign. I thought. I'm
not so sure that it is.
I think they just can't put it in the theme park itself.
Yeah. The last thing that I think that, this might be a question of how they consider Disney Springs here. So as I understand it, east of the Mississippi, the only one that has advertising rights within the theme park is Universal. But the cruise lines, they can advertise that one wherever. So they can advertise Spider-Man for the Disney cruise lines. I don't know if there's some separation there where they can't advertise the Spider-Man cruise line stuff at the same time that they're advertising the parks. It's got to be a mess. Sure. But Daniel Alpine for $5, and we're gonna switch to the actual topic here. I promise we're having an ADHD stream today, and that's
you know what? But I think people like the streams where it's more just stream of consciousness, just two guys having a conversation. I like that. People, if you want to join in the conversation, super chat along. We'll take your super chats and answer them all day if you want.
Yep, and we'll try to get into the we'll try to get into some of the other chats in here as well. But Daniel Alpine, thank you, Daniel, for $5. This has to influence the picking of a better CEO, since it took a green mail scandal that led to the hiring of Eisner in 1984. Oh man. Yeah. So Eisner really hit it big in 1989 for the company with the Disney Renaissance. He was the one that got them Ashman and Menken in there. And it wasn't just that they hired people who were musically talented. They basically transformed the way that Disney movies worked. They were basically Broadway musicals made in animation, and the fruits of that have been there for generations. Like the fact that they literally make plays and hits on Broadway based off of all of this, to the point where like Hunchback of Notre Dame is almost the cast-offs. It was one where they weren't sure if Hunchback would be a hit, and so they let Menken, and I think Stephen Schwartz was probably the lyricist on Hunchback of Notre Dame. They let them play, and what do they get? They get, it's amazing. I don't think it did very well at the box office, but it was amazing.
I think that I think that nobody in the 90s really wanted like an ugly character, even like a cute ugly character, like what they made Quasimodo as. Kind of like the same with like why Ratatouille didn't do super well at the box office either. I don't think anybody really liked the idea of rats around food. Like it wasn't a very pleasant thought. Right. But look, that show has got the best music.
It's unbelievable. And at the time, I was starting to get cynical and be like, "Oh, well, all of them have this formulaic structure." And little did I know that everything has a formulaic structure.
Yeah, it's called
Everything.
storytelling.
Exactly. You have to express what a person wants in order to establish their character. Otherwise, it's just some dude hanging out in a tower.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
a lot of great stuff in that.
By the way, out there from Hunchback is one of my karaoke songs.
I would. Okay, we're gonna have to make that happen.
I went to a karaoke night on the Disney Wish, and they didn't have it. They barely had any Disney songs on the Disney Wish for karaoke.
What?
Yeah, barely any. I was like, do you have anything from? Do you have out there? No. Do you have anything from Hunchback? No. Do you have anything from like Aladdin? No. Like it was. They had no Disney songs.
That sounds like everything we've come to expect from years of Disney training.
I won Muppets trivia at
of course you did. Of course
on the Disney Wish, but I had to correct the person that was doing the trivia knew nothing about the Muppets and like admitted as much. And so basically it was like they're like, true or false, the Muppets were created by Jim Henson, and I said spell that. Because I wasn't sure if it was a trick question or if she just didn't know how to pronounce Jim Henson's name, and it was the latter. She just didn't know how to pronounce Jim Henson's name.
How in the world can somebody not know who Jim Henson is and work at the Disney company?
I don't know.
So irate specialist here for $5. One of those Wiltonian people out there. Good to see irate. My research says everyone was given a trespass warning, which is commonly referred to as trespass, but I couldn't find that anyone was charged.
So a trespass warning, does that just mean don't do this again or you're trespassed, or does it mean that they were trespassed?
I think so. So an actual trespass means you can't. Well, you're banned. It's a 1-year warning. I'm going to have to look this up to see what the actual rules around trespassing, because there is, if you have an actual legal trespass warning, it means there's one of these where you can't come back for a year and it rolls off automatically legally, and there's one where it says if you show up here we will call the police and you'll be charged with the crime. So I don't know. I find it doubtful that they trespassed 150 people. I would think that if anyone was trespassed, it's dangerous territory, even if they're a low-level candidate. England DG for $5. I also sued Disney and Coca-Cola because they didn't have warning signs put up around the soda station to keep you from trying the Beverly.
Oh no! One of the greatest practical jokes.
Giving.
Yeah, one of the practical jokes that you have to play on someone who's never been in Club Cool before is you gotta be like, oh, you gotta try the Beverly. I keep telling Pro for Prelude Pro Radio, for Vacation Radio specifically, I was like, you need a Beverly song. You need some kind of song about Beverly. I heard a Beverly song once that was called like My Girl Loves Beverly, and I don't know why.
I think especially because it's a woman's name, there's a lot of artistic obfuscation that can happen here. Like you know how like the song Hook by Blues Traveler is like the entire song is about how I'm not going to actually talk about what the song is about, because it's the song is about how the chorus of a song, the hook, is what brings you back.
Right.
But he's throwing in things to throw you off there, like talking about Peter Pan and how it doesn't matter what I sing, those kind of things. I like songs that sound like, a song called Beverly that sounds like it's about a spiteful woman.
Yeah. So I have to say, let me explain what Beverly is, because people are asking in the chat. At Club Cool in Epcot, you can go up and you can sample like Coca-Cola products from around the world, different countries, Coca-Cola products. Beverly is the one from Italy, and it is famously disgusting.
Yeah, so
like it's like if you tried to drink tonic water.
I think that is mostly what it is as well.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's meant to be mixed with alcohol.
So I think it's an intermezzo. I think it's something that's supposed to cleanse your palate so that you can taste something else new and have none of the flavor of the previous thing in there. But if you are an American who is used to Sprite, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, sweeter things, and you have this, which I don't know if they actually put anything in Beverly or if it's just tonic water. I think in order for it to be called something else, it can't just be tonic water.
Tonic water, but it reminded me of the time that I took a swig of tonic water thinking it was seltzer. It is so vile. Like it is like you're going down like the row of all the different things, and it's free. Like these samples are free. And just when you try that Beverly, man, it is just really bad. At the Coca-Cola bar on top of the Coca-Cola experience in Disney Springs, they actually have a drink called the Beverly's Revenge, which is Beverly mixed with some kind of alcohol. But it is really bad. Maybe the next time I'm at Epcot for park hopping, I will try it on camera.
I think you should. Yeah, I think that's a perfect article for
I
us
think
to also cover.
I think
What
Jay
is
and I should
Beverly?
both do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Jay's such a grown up. I bet he likes Beverly.
I don't know. When we were in Universal with Geeks and Gamers for the stream, they literally paid $300 in super chats to have Jay go stand by the Jurassic Park River Adventure so that he got soaked.
And I could have sworn I heard in the background of that Valiant Renegade in that shot there.
He was there.
In the Jurassic Park River Adventure, we should actually get to the topic of this live stream at some point. I think that one will come up for this coming year. Wild Man of Yavin for $5. I like your conversation. Just one voice, but carry on.
Thank you, Wild Man of Yavin.
I'm gonna say this like Ken Watanabe. I like your conversation. Love it. That was not the best Ken Watanabe.
I liked it.
Gotham must be destroyed. Cohen Film for $5. Danino. As a kid, I bought Fritos with the Frito Bandito in Frontierland at Disneyland.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, there was a Frito-Lay stand there. This is, if I'm not mistaken, Doritos were actually invented at the Frito-Lay stand in Disneyland.
No way.
Yes. Yeah. So I know for sure that Doritos were invented in Disneyland because they had excess product and they wanted to find a way to get rid of them. And then it became the chip. So another bit of Disney magic for you. I wasn't sure if it was actually anything to do with the Frito Bandito himself.
And the Beatles broke up at the Polynesian resort.
It's and Nixon did his "I'm not a crook" speech at the Contemporary.
So much history.
Yeah. There was one more. Oh, this is funny. The guy who invented invented the Doritos Locos Taco.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that at his he was like he made so much money and got so much notoriety for his part in Doritos that they had he had in his will that he wanted them to spread Dorito ash, whatever you want to say, crumpled up Doritos over his casket when he passed. Like
a life well lived.
Aquitas, Veritas, Doritos. One fan's view for $5. Yes, there's a big Marvel over there atop of superhero headquarters. Happy New Year's to our heroes. You've proven me wrong, but I'm gonna go look it up.
The more I think about the Dole Whip, I'm like, that would be amazing because they have that Dole Whip stand there, which is where they used to have Aristo crepes, and you could have it be like raspberry and blueberry Dole Whip together in a cut and called the Dole Whip.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
so
Disney. I want to check if you do that.
Well, I mean, they can obviously do that right now out there in California, no problem. So here's what's interesting. I've read the contract a few times. It's been a few years since I've done it, but here is in one fan's view. I appreciate the super chat. Dream. So looking at this, there's no mention of Marvel if you look at the map here.
Interesting.
But you're right in that Marvel is above the sign. And if you look this up on the Disney Springs app, the word Marvel is not used there, but they are allowed to have a sign that says Marvel there. Apparently, I'm sure legal has gone over this 100 times over. It's also a teeny tiny, kind of a sad little store. It's usually the most up to date stuff plus Spider-Man. So I've always found this fascinating because the Star Wars store, I'm pretty sure it actually says Star Wars on it.
Well, quite a lot of Wolverine stuff in there usually too, even when there's no movie.
Yeah. It's very important that they represent Black Widow. Yikes, by the way, if you've got a young daughter looking up to Black Widow. William Schweikert for free. Is Vashkai
free.
still jingle, jingle, jingle? Some say you can hear that jingle.
Jingle, jingle.
Sorry,
I don't know. I stopped asking the poor guy. I hope he's doing well.
I think he's okay.
Hammer Biotech, Hellfire is the best villain song in Disney ever.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I would say, the prelude to it, Heaven's Light, one of the most beautiful. I love it. So many times out there. That's great.
So many times out there, I've watched a happy pair of lovers walking in the night. Yeah, I love that song. That's
Oh,
one of my favorites.
everyone, Marvin Montanaro. He'll be here all week. Try the Easter bread.
Pizza game in my house.
There's a lot of really great stuff in Hunchback because you have multiple people looking at the same thing and seeing something different. Esmeralda, she's obviously a gypsy hooker to some, and she's also the most beautiful thing that Quasimodo has ever seen. There's so much good stuff there. Hellfire versus Heaven's Light, Out There versus In Here, which is Frollo's version of it.
I love that exchange.
Yeah. You are deformed, all that.
I am deformed.
We cannot do a duet right
It
here,
would be good.
Marvin, even though I'm this close to doing it. So Jed Revenwolf, I love Why Should I Worry in Oliver and Company by Billy Joel. Well,
that's such a good song.
Yeah. Billy Joel is great.
The Forgotten movie.
Yes.
Is that Disney?
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. It was
a
a weird
forgotten
era.
Disney movie.
Yeah, Bette Midler, Billy Joel, Cheech Marin, I think.
Yeah.
Although they went back to Cheech many times. Texas 84 for $5. One for the tough.
Oh boy.
Yeah, one for the tough. All right. So the actual purpose of this meeting today, go ahead and we'll start jotting down the meeting minutes, as it were.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot good and bad over the last year at Disney and Epic Universe, and we're just going to go back and forth. Marvin, I don't know if you want to pull stuff up on the screen. You can if you want. If you don't, ain't no big thing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Know what I mean? So we're going to start with the good and the bad. First, something that is both good and bad. We'll just say the bad. This 400-pound boulder, which I do not like that boulder. That is not a nice boulder. Came rolling off the track at one of the greatest attractions that will ever be at Disney MGM Studios.
Yes.
Came off the track, and then a stunt performer / cast member jumped out and got in the way and made sure that this thing didn't go hurt a child. So bad on Disney, but man, that's great on that cast member.
So many people have been trying to challenge the fact that this is 400 pounds. It is. I know it bounced, but it is 400 pounds of rubber. Like, Disney has confirmed that it's 400 pounds. In one of their trivia things about Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, they explicitly say that this boulder is 400 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's where everyone's getting this figure from.
Right. 400 pounds is not that much weight when you consider something of that size. So
yeah,
it's a matter of density and a lot of other things with this. So a person of the size that he's maybe 200 pounds. I don't know. I'm probably overestimating on him. He seems to be in shape. So there are people walking around that are hitting that 300-pound mark easy that are nowhere near the size of this thing. So when you consider the size, the amount of matter in this object, 400 pounds is not that much weight for something that large. So that is why.
Jed Revenwolf series, pure rubber, 400 pounds. And yes, I've been up close to it. No lie.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was that bouncy. So that was the revelation for me, the idea that something like that. And I've played this in my head, like, okay, if I were in this situation, what if I was in that first row? Like, what if I'm that hero? Would I be able, would I think, okay, I'm going to get up there, I'm going to jump the line here. And I'm like, okay, well, would it be better to be on the ground and put your legs out? But then if that goes wrong, you're going to look like an absolute idiot. So best to just get out there, take it like a man, and just jump in the way of it.
Mhm.
Or okay, well, what if you turn around and you let it hit your back? Well, then you got different problems. Like the guy just ran out there and he said no, and that's it. You shall go no further.
Do you
400
think
pound.
do you think he knew that it was that heavy? Like, do you think he knew that it was gonna hit him at that velocity, or do you think in that moment he just didn't care?
I don't know. Like in my head, that had to be slow motion for him right there.
He's apparently
And
in the hospital, which
oh,
I would assume because so he had to get 6 stitches from what we've heard, and he was in the hospital recovering last I had heard, and, I would assume I have not heard this, but I mean, I would just assume that if he's still in the hospital, it means that there's some kind of concussion situation.
I'd also heard
Because
no
he
injuries,
got up and
which
walked away so that he didn't like break his neck or break his leg or anything like that. Or is it?
right. So I've seen one angle where the back of his head looked a little bloody, which
Yeah.
and I don't think we showed that one, but if we did, it was not intentional. Not trying to gross anybody out. But 400 pounds coming down at you at that angle with that amount of force, I think the injury from hitting the ground would be worse than getting hit by the rubber ball. I think the force at which he goes down, I would be more worried about his head hitting the concrete than I would
Yes.
the rubber ball, right?
Yeah,
And
when he goes down, the danger is definitely from smacking the ground.
yeah. So I hope that Disney takes very good care of him, and they will probably throw something his way to sign. I don't know if this ends up being retirement for him, but he needs to be commended. And I don't know what their safety investigation is going to be, because when you see it come down the path, it went a little bit to the left, and it hit that squared off edge, and that edge is what caused it to bounce off of the track. Because I've not seen that track, but I'm assuming that there's just a channel in the middle for whoever it is to lie down on, and then the boulder goes over you, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's
So
probably somebody in the chat who has actually seen this.
yeah, I have been on this stage before, but never with this set up there, so I wouldn't be able to tell. But yeah, so this is both a good and a bad. It's bad that this happened, that Disney allowed this to happen. It's one of many incredible safety violations that have kind of occurred in 2025. But it is also one of the most uplifting stories in terms of this guy did a really truly selfless act for people and proof that some people still do care. So
Yeah. Yeah, because he could have just let it. It's also one of these things where if Disney were a less scrupulous company, they could say, well, you put yourself in the way on purpose, therefore it's your fault. We didn't tell you to do that. So therefore you're on your own. I have seen that where somebody defeats the safety procedure, and they say, well, that's on you, because they have some bigger legal thing that they want to do. I think Disney will make it right by this guy, but it needs to be better than well, take your time and then come back to work. So
yeah.
he needs to get better than a pat on the back and a note on the Disney Parks blog or something like that.
So what we've heard is that the gentleman's name is Robert, and that he is a former stunt performer.
Ah, okay. So he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that was a good and a bad, and I hadn't gotten to talk about that on stream, so it was a good opportunity for me. You get the next one, but while we get there, Wild Man of Yavin for $5. Jonas, that dang gypsy hooker. I'm not allowed to type the word out. Ha ha ha. For all the words that make it through, I'm surprised that hooker is blocked. We didn't put that one in there.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, Esmeralda is one of the more colorful characters of literature, French literature. But yeah. Hunchback of Notre Dame is one of those ones where you start to wonder, is this for kids or what? And when you start to look at what they cut out in order to make it safe for kids, you go, okay, I see what you did here.
Yeah.
If you've seen the movie and you remember it fondly, maybe don't look up what the actual end of Notre Dame de Paris is.
Well, and that's also the ending of the Broadway show version of the Disney show.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it is. It is not a good. It is not Quasimodo comes out and that girl gives him a hug. It is not that. So,
Does Frollo win? Does she marry? Did she end up having to marry Frollo? Anyway.
no. Quasimodo kills Frollo because he stabs Esmeralda, so he throws Frollo off the Notre Dame. And also in the Broadway show version, Frollo is the Archdeacon of Notre Dame. He's not a judge. Then he carries Esmeralda's body into the catacombs and is never seen again. And then they say in the epilogue of the Disney Broadway play that eventually when the catacombs were opened, they found two skeletons, one wildly misshapen and holding on to another skeleton. And when they tried to pull them apart, the misshapen skeleton crumbled to dust.
That's dark.
It's
That is
dark.
dark.
It is a dark show.
Yeah.
All right. So
I prefer that Scar got eaten by hyenas. I always felt like that was the height of darkness.
Yeah, but you know what? He had that one coming.
He should have been prepared for
comeuppance.
that one.
Yeah. Oh, very good, Jonas.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Daniel Alpine for $5. What I meant was, can the lawsuit lead to the selecting of a better CEO? No, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I think
because the guy who is the current CEO is the one that's going to help choose the next CEO.
Yeah. So here's the sad truth of the CEO process, and we hopefully only have a limited time to explain what's going on with the CEO process because it's supposed to be early 2026 that they reveal what's going on with this process, and it'll just be here's the name. So with the last one, it was a surprise that it was Bob Chapek. It didn't cause instability, but the change from Chapek to Iger was supposed to be a vote to say, well, this will be more stable. So any announcement of a CEO at this point that isn't who you already think it's going to be will cause speculation at Wall Street. So even though Bob Iger has as the CEO of Disney over the last 10 years been outperformed by a stack of cash sitting on your table, he is viewed as more stable by Wall Street, and they favor stability because Disney as a technology company is a big old question mark. They want people to go, oh, you got robots in the park. It's going to be revolutionary. It's not going to be revolutionary. Your child will never hug one of those robots. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe your grandchildren one day. They want everyone to think it's definitely going to be this person. And then by the time it's announced, they go, well, it's already who we knew it was going to be anyways. Right now, that person seems to be Josh Tomorrow. So that's the whole intention there. It's gamesmanship in order to keep the stock price stable more than it's the right decision for the company long term. So
I have got a bad, one of the worst of 2025.
Yeah, you ready?
And yeah, so it is the fact that there is a pattern of safety issues. This comes from the same article. But in recent years, Walt Disney World has seen a troubling string of safety-related incidents that have chipped away at the company's long-held reputation for operational excellence. So let's look at a few of them. Ceiling collapsed over guest walkway in Epcot, and that was in January of 2025. So that was last year. The ceiling collapsed in Soarin', right over a guest walkway. That was predated by a sewage leak in the land pavilion. And of course, in 2024, remember there was a massive sewage leak in Frontierland that closed Frontierland down. Multiple fires also at Epcot, both on stage and in backstage facilities. We see it right here with the flames erupting from that popcorn kiosk, and then the flames erupting from the backstage area in the France pavilion because that freezer caught on fire. And of course, the big one, a ferry boat crashed into a dock at the Magic Kingdom TTC, reportedly injuring 19 people, including a pregnant woman. And when the phrase strollers were flying through the air is part of your report, it's definitely one of the worst moments of the year for your company.
Yeah, that's I bet that's going to be hard to top. Honestly, the ferry boat crash that got swept under the rug, that's a big one.
Oh yeah, it's totally swept under the rug too. Disney has still not acknowledged it.
Yeah. Okay, I got a good one, and it's one of the easiest good ones of the year. I guess I get to cheat, but you can comment on it as well. Epic Universe is a very good one.
That is a big one.
But it will also have some. We'll talk about a couple of things in here before. But Epic Universe, and finally we have another theme park of this caliber in the Orlando area. It is a great theme park. It's well designed, pushing the envelope as far as universal creativity, which I almost said Imagineering, but let's not give Disney the credit for what they have not done well for. Well, I don't want to throw out the entire department here. They don't do well in the United States with. If you look internationally, amazingly, they all of a sudden have the budget to do the things that they say they're going to do. But here in the United States, Epic Universe is the absolute tip of the spear. Spear? Yeah, spear. That's the stabby one. The spear.
Yeah.
Um,
Spheres don't have tips, so yes.
That's true. I can't say enough about how amazing this park is. Super Nintendo World is probably worth the cost of admission on its own. How to Train Your Dragon, The Isle of Berk. They've taken a movie that is good and made it into something amazing that they will have so much brand. It will be making deposits in that brand for decades to come. The new Harry Potter land, I hear people say, well, it's not as good as the other ones, but it's also still amazing.
I think it's actually more impressive looking than the other ones, save for like the castle. But like it is just, it's so grandiose, and you can actually move, unlike, you know, Diagon Alley, where everything is so tight and close together because they didn't really have a lot of room. I like the size of it. I think I went to go see that circus show. And it was unbelievable until the very end, when it stopped working and the house lights came on and they kicked everybody out.
Which is the downside for Epic Universe.
It's like they draw their wands, and the guy goes, he's like, Matt, like a wand is useless in arms that hold no magic. And they like went back like this, and all of a sudden, like the lights all went out and the work lights came on, and the cast all like left the stage. And we sat there for a minute, and then it was like, ladies and gentlemen, this production has been canceled.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's awful.
Well, I still haven't seen the ending. I'm pretty sure I've heard Newt Scamander shows up, but
yeah. And I was very surprised that Newt Scamander, he has a portrait on the main thoroughfare there.
he does.
And you can see that, and every now and then we'll show B-roll from the park. Since I took that one myself. It's a foggy window in a Parisian street, and you can see through it, Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander. It's actually a pretty cool shot. I'm bragging on my own work here. Forgive me for being a little egoist there, but the fact that they didn't back away from the Fantastic Beasts stuff because they had something good, they had something they wanted to show off. It's the same thing we would rag on Disney for if they didn't do it well and it incorporated Rey. But when it comes off well, it doesn't matter because it's great show. Again, to the Harry Potter land there, when you're on the streets of Paris, they have an interactive portrait that is Cassandra Trelawney, which is not Emma Thompson's character. It's supposed to be the grandmother of Emma Thompson's character. And there's a performer who is, for lack of a better way to put it, puppeteering that portrait as she takes whoever comes up with a wand. In my case, it was a bunch of kids. And one by one, just going through and interacting with them and having this little, wizarding world experience. Sir Cadogan on the left, which I love saying Sir Cadogan.
I love Sir Cadogan. He's one of my favorite parts of the books.
Yeah, he's the fact that you get to see legit Harry Potter characters, it's great. We didn't interact with Cosme Acajur in the wand shop, but they took those very tight wand spaces in Diagon Alley and in Hogsmeade, and they're bigger and they're larger. They have the blessing of size, to steal Disney's phrase. But Epic Universe, I think great. The only downside I would say here, and I hope they take this as encouragement. It closes a little early most days, and they don't have fireworks most days.
Yeah, from what I understand, they're trying to get fireworks there, and the local businesses and homes are pushing back on that. But they do some wonderful shows with water at night. And I will say, when it first opened, they were closing very early, but now, I mean, it's pretty much open until like 10 o'clock now, I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah, last couple times I've been there, it was open to 10 o'clock. And so what my favorite thing to do, a little Marv hack here, which is, I can't really say it's a Marv hack, it's a Krista Nova hack that I am stealing, because she's the one that showed it to me, is that you get they have this boba tea in the Blue Dragon, where the boba balls actually have espresso in them. So it's like coffee with it's like coffee and tea with like the little boba espresso balls. You get that to go from the bar, and then you take it into the Helios Grand, go all the way to the top floor. There is an observation deck that is free to go out on and just watch the sunset over Epic Universe. It's in the vlog that I did for Park Hoppin'. You guys will see it. It's unbelievable, the view that you get up there. Jonas, I've sent you video and photos from up there. It's excellent.
Yes, you have, and I think you were sending me stuff for the channel, and I might have said something snippy like, are you trying to make me jealous right now?"
Yeah.
Because I was blown away by Epic Universe. I can't wait to go back. Here's one more I'm going to say as a slight negative here, and it's a backhanded compliment.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they were on annual passes right now, because I would snatch those up so quick.
Yes, the fact that they don't have an annual pass for it yet, I understand why, but it still really bums me out. I have been 4 times now, but I really love it. It's wonderful. One downside I will also say is whenever a new attraction opens up that's advanced, it's always going to kind of experience significant downtime and glitches. This is an entire park full of new state-of-the-art attractions, so a lot of these rides go down quite a bit. And that will get better with time. I managed to for the first time ever, I got through the entire Ministry of Magic queue without the ride breaking down.
Ministry of Magic. I was a little under the weather that day, and I remember thinking to myself, "This is amazing, and I never want to ride it again." I had just gotten done. It was a double whammy of Monsters Unchained. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unleashed is the Vegas one. Unchained is the one that's the Frankenstein experiment.
Yeah.
Amazing rides. And the fact that Universal has figured out how to make them appear 3D. They're using they're using parallax in order to the screen actually changes perspective as you move, even though you think it's just off screen. Amazing. Wildman of Yavin for $20. Epcot. Alice sat down next to my daughter at Epcot when we were just hanging out. Alice chatted and took my daughter to the front, told her to sit down and play. People were annoyed, but Alice played with her. That was Disney. Yeah. That's awesome. And Alice is one of those characters that was directly influenced by Walt himself. That was a Walt production through and through, and he would have been one of the people to choose Miss, I want to say Catherine Beaumont. Beaumont's her last name for sure, to be that character and to have her in the parks. So that's a character that's been informed by Walt's direct influence in the parks.
Well, one of my favorite unintended character experiences like that actually came at Universal. My buddy and I were in the Spider-Man store after going on the ride, and we were looking at like the magnets that had like the names on them. Mm-hmm. And we're just like sitting there talking, and then all of a sudden just somebody comes up behind us and goes, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?" We turned around and it was Spider-Man. And we were both like, like, and then he had like a whole conversation with us, and it was like, "Yeah, come over and see me at the photo booth." And you know, like that ran over there. And then another one that I saw there, the Green Goblin was just running amok in Marvel Superhero Island.
Yeah. I got some stories with the Green Goblin too.
Like, but so he's running amok, and then I see him run into Spider-Man's photo op building. And 2 seconds later, came running back out with Spider-Man chasing him. And they ran all over Marvel Superhero Island.
Yeah. So my youngest at the time, the last time that we went to Islands of Adventure as a family, she wanted to see Spider-Man because she's seen Spidey and His Amazing Friends, which is a Disney production.
Yeah.
And he played real coy because he's allowed to talk about Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. He's not necessarily allowed to talk about Spidey and His Amazing Friends, which is the Disney Junior one. So there's a little bit of that, but she wanted to see Green Goblin. And, you know, this little girl, she's very princessy. So her wanting to spend time with Gobby, and the actor who was, Green Goblin was like jumping up on the windowsills of the area there, and she didn't care about Dr. Doom, but like he let her, he handed her the Goblin bomb and all that, and so she had an absolute blast. They do a great job in Marvel Superhero Island of interacting with kids. I actually think the fact that they don't look like cosplay characters, they look like larger than life, stuff. That's
The
I think
villains are cool. The heroes, it's the saddest Wolverine you've ever seen in your life. I mean,
what do you mean, bub?
yeah. Oh, he's so bad. And it's it's like dollar store Captain America too. But other, the Spider-Man is great. The villain, like Goblin and Doom, look amazing.
Yeah.
Storm and Rogue, and seeing Storm, Rogue, and Cyclops are pretty cool. Like, as a Cyclops fan, I enjoy seeing Cyclops. Cyclops is my favorite X-Man. As much as
He's great. He was very undersold, and apparently Bo DeMaio thinks that Cyclops is undersold as well. So,
well, that's why I actually thanked Bo DeMaio for giving justice to Scott, because he finally made Cyclops the central character of X-Men 97, and apparently he had said in interviews that a lot of like the female creatives at Marvel were like up his butt about that, because they were like, hey, like, why are you? He's a toxic white male. Why are you making him the main? He's like, no, Cyclops is the leader of the X-Men.
Yeah,
like Storm will have quite a lot to do, but but Cyclops is the leader. But
right,
go ahead.
No, it's almost your turn. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Cyclops is, I think he's underrated because he's almost like Captain America, but he's got trauma, just enough trauma. And he's that relationship with Professor X, though, even though he might not be the most capable member from a power set standpoint, like Wolverine can go in. You can't have a loose cannon without a solid, without a solid leader. The fact that they always misinterpret his powers, because it's supposed to be that he basically punches you with that energy, as opposed to
the optic blast
things.
It's a blunt force. It's not a it's not heat.
Right. He's a great character, great costume, and he's actually plays to a lot of. I would have preferred, instead of whatever this waste was of putting John Krasinski as Reed Richards and Emily Blunt as Sue Storm, which would have been a fine casting.
Yeah.
What I actually wanted was John Krasinski as Cyclops, because I think that would have been a really cool way to do that character.
It would have been. I think they're going to go younger with them, especially if Sadie Sink is going to be Jean Grey. So I think you're going to get teenage X-Men at first and have them age up, which I don't think is the worst idea in the world. But I was rewatching the original Fox X-Men cartoon, and the first season, Cyclops' arc that season, the fact that there was an arc in a children's cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon in the 90s, was amazing, because in the first episode, he makes the leadership decision to pull away from the Sentinel base, which leaves Beast to be arrested and Morph presumably to die.
Right.
And then in the end, when he personally goes back into the Sentinel base for Wolverine and Gambit, and he says, "I'm not leaving anyone behind, not this time." And like it gave me, like, I didn't even realize it when I watched it as a kid that goes back to Night of the Sentinels.
I like that so much, because when you think about the title of the book is previously on X-Men, that they made about the production itself. I wish Disney would have invested in doing 26 episodes or whatever it is to make a proper season. 65 episodes is really what you need for a cartoon syndication. I think all those rules have changed now.
Yeah.
But the fact that we got X-Men 97 and it wasn't super woke, just a shock, especially the fact that Bo DeMaio was the one to do that.
He raised a lot of red flags in his interviews before that show came out, and everybody was like,
he did.
"Oh, here we go!" And then we all watched it. We were all like, "This is actually really good."
Yeah. All right, your turn, sir. What do you got next?
Disney, and that is the Disney Starlight Parade, the return of nighttime parades to Walt Disney World. I think they actually hit a home run with this one. I think it's beautiful. I like the music. I think that I think it's really, really nice. I very seldom see it because I don't like being at the Magic Kingdom at night, because getting out of the Magic Kingdom at night is a terrible experience. But this is incredible.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of jittering on my end, so forgive me if I'm not coming through clear.
You coming through fine.
All right, great. With this is one of those moments where when Pro and I were talking about it, we both looked at it and like, okay, we see some of the things they're doing. They've reduced the number of people that are actually performing during this parade. So like, I see what they're doing here, but this is a great parade. The floats look fantastic. Nighttime parades at Disney are a sign of health for those parks, because generally speaking, they have started avoiding doing nighttime things because of the fact that they want to just cut that off at the end of the day and charge more for people to come back in.
Mhm.
Also, there was a lot that was in motion, like that Wish float. I don't think that Wish float is going to be there a long time unless they just don't have the money to replace it. But they
Yeah.
did put Asha and Wish in here, and it's fine. It's a bright, shiny float in the tradition of the greatest nighttime parade Disney has ever had, the Main Street Electrical Parade. But
I'm sorry, you pronounce Spectro Magic really weird.
Spectro Magic, the one with the light gnomes.
Spectro Magic is the one that's amazing. On this magic night, it's so much better. You had an actual soundtrack instead of. I'm like, am I at the Gold Saucer right now? Like,
that is a Baroque hoedown, and it is everything that you could want from synthesized light and sound.
I don't like the Main Street Electrical Parade. Spectro Magic was so much better, and Spectro Magic will never come back because the floats were all destroyed.
We got asked a loaded question that I'm going to need your help answering here, Mr. Fulton Miraz. It's probably Miraz, but I like saying Miraz. Jonas, what is your New Year's revolution for 2026? And are you excited for the new reboot of The Muppet Show on ABC next month on February 4th? Thank you for the specificity. I'm going to let Marvin, why don't you answer first on this one?
I am looking forward to so I have a broken tooth right now in one of my molars, and I am gonna have to go, and I know it's probably gonna have to be pulled, and I'm looking forward to that more than I'm looking forward to the Muppets on February 4th.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody here is looking forward to what's next for the Muppets. The Muppets have been better quality than a lot of things Disney has done, but it's still not quite what the Muppets should be. So I think that's the most disappointing of all. And Seth Rogen, whatever he's up to, he needs something. He needs somebody to get him back on the straight and narrow. So any New Year's resolutions you want to talk about, Marvin?
Nope. I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm doing all right. So I'm not going to change anything.
Yeah, and as far as New Year's revolutions, I think we should probably conquer Rhode Island. It seems doable. It's a small state, not actually an island, so they can't really keep us out. And we'll just see. And I'm going to say, if we were looking for freedom for the citizens of Rhode Island, that would be one thing. But I'm thinking we'd probably just raise taxes in order to feed my Pokemon the collectible card game habit. So I'm just kidding. I've never played that game. Jeff Elms, I hope they start building up to Avengers versus X-Men. They need something to build up like Infinity War again. This is one thing that has been missing since Infinity War.
I feel like Doomsday is gonna scratch the X-Men versus Avengers itch.
Yeah, the latest rumor that I've seen, and this is rumor from someone else. This is not something we have sources on. But it sounds about right, is that they're going to do the same thing that they did in Endgame, where they go through moments in the MCU, and instead it's going to be moments in the multiverse. So they're going to do what they did in Endgame, supposedly, according to this rumor. They're going to just do that with the Fox X-Men films and anything that they have the rights to on top of that. So it'll be greatest hits now, including things they didn't play themselves. So it sounds about right. I'll say that. Marie Jade says, y'all are both wrong. It's pronounced Paint the Night Parade.
Okay. You know what? I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that before I take the Main Street Electrical Parade.
It's slander. I'm gonna let you say it. But Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle, member for 3 months. Groovy. Good to have you around, Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle. I don't think we have your video on this channel. Why?
We don't.
He doesn't have the rights.
Quite.
Jonas, I have some bad news for you.
What's that?
We hit the super chat goal.
We did hit the super chat goal, didn't we?
Did.
That means we need to wrap this up real quick before we have to play anything.
It means we have to play Wilton.
We will. Flying blind on a rocket cycle.
You know what? No, I'm glad we are going to, because I've been laughing entirely too much during the course of this show, and I need a break.
That's good. You got a little. I could tell you're holding back a cough here and there. This will give you a moment to really breathe, evenly. And the gentleman does try hard, doesn't he? Flying blind on a rocket cycle for $5. Good day, gents.
He does.
Happy New Year. Go, Wilton. Yes, Wilton. Go.
Yes, go, Wilton. Far, far from here.
Yes. Run away and never return. England DG for $5. I sued Universal because Megatron asked me why I like donkey. I don't appreciate him calling my wife.
Hey, Megatron, that's my wife.
That Megatron might have crossed a little bit of a line this year.
Oh, I loved that. That was so funny, though. When that fight broke out in front of Megatron, he's like, "Look at you, humans! How pathetic you are!" Like he was like goading it. Like, yes. So funny.
It's one of those things that only grows because that did not come from the movies. Megatron has zero sense of humor in the Transformers movies of any kind, and there's reasons for that. So him in the theme parks being hilarious is wonderful, and the fact that he will go off. Old Mexican lady sitting in a wheelchair, and he goes, "Mama Coco, I recognize you. Sing the song."
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. You know what? Donkey is really good at Universal too. Like when you go into the DreamWorks land. Remember when the Shrek trailer came out and it was terrible and everyone thought it would looked horrific? Donkey was like roasting it at Universal.
Yes.
He was like, "Let me give you a little bit of advice. Read the contract before you sign it." Like they made Donkey look like it was. We covered it in an article because it's so funny. He's literally just ripping his own company apart.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you haven't had the chance,
Michael Scott doing the Shrek. I'm a donkey, Shrek.
You think about it. They got Megatron, they got Bumblebee, and they got Optimus Prime, and the wind has to be right. You see them coming out actually testing the wind in the area because whoever it is in there doesn't want to be knocked down while they're in that suit. And Optimus Prime, obvious audience there. Bumblebee, I think Bumblebee can only communicate with audio. So for Megatron, they had to do something, and so I think they came in a weird way. They make Megatron the best one by having him actually have some personality.
Yeah, you could have genuine interactions. That's what I love. Like in the vlog I did for Park Hoppin', I have a great exchange with the Invisible Man, and then another one with the blacksmith over in Burke, like because they can actually talk to you, and like they have actors that are like really quick and good at the and good at improv.
Yeah. So screen just went black on my side for me. So there it is. It came back. Okay. I was trying to see whether or not it went black on the. No, it's. I
thought you were just trying to get out of Wilton.
What? No. That's crazy.
I think we just gotta bite the bullet and do it, and then we can be funny afterward to make up for it.
That's a good point. Well, here we go. Actually, could you play Wilton? Because StreamYard is acting a fool on me.
Okay, I can do that. All right, guys. Remember, you did this. We didn't. That's not the right one.
That's not the right one.
You did this. We did that. We did that. But you did this.
Should be at the bottom. Yeah.
This is one big cultural appropriation, don't you think?
What do you mean? We're just celebrating the Year of Medmut.
There's no thing called the Year of Medmut. There's a dog, but not a Medmut. Where'd you get this from? Were you reading Time magazine again? So, I see you've stooped to a new low.
A new low? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on a new high. I'm flying on sunbeam light. You might say I have sparkles and protons in my eyes.
Right. Well, everyone's gonna see straight through this. Packing protons gives the Pro Channel a ton of money to watch terrible movies, and, well, you want in on it.
Yeah, and your point?
It's obviously a grift. It's blatant. It's cardboard and Sharpie. It's over the top. It's
so me.
Yeah, it's very much you.
And do you know the best part?
No.
I actually love bad movies. They're all I watch. I can sit lifelessly with joy watching these things, and packing will pay me money to do what I already enjoy into the wee little mornings of every day. Huh. Hey, Floral. I just wanted to let you know,
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Oh, wait, I found the Wilton clip.
Sure. In my heart, I know I'm funny.
Is it over?
I fixed it. Let's see here. Marvin, you need to film these exchanges.
Which exchanges? Oh, I do. It's in a vlog for park hopping.
He does, yeah. We should we do stream sniping of park hopping videos here?
You know, I could drop the link in the chat.
Texas,
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by
with a lull. Let's see here. Barry the Music Man. Marvin is already a Muppet Pro. Okay, so I have to tell you something that was actually really funny. I started describing Marvin the Movie Monster to one of my friends, talking about the channel, and my wife was there, and she said, "No, yeah, you told me about the puppet guy," and then I had to clarify that there was a point on that park place where we had two puppet guys, and that one of them was the funny one.
I love Steve so much.
I do too. He's a really good guy.
He really is. If it wasn't for Steve, I wouldn't even be here.
There's a part of me that doesn't doesn't want to do the bit where we just rag on Steve the whole time.
I know, but Steve would do it to us in a heartbeat. Like that.
Absolutely.
Steve is one of those friends that is an antagonistic friend. So
Yes.
you have to give it back.
Yeah, he's a good guy. It's early January. I'm resolved to be a little bit more open about my respect for Steve in 2026, I suppose. Doge Pal for $5. I've thought out the blueprint for my proposed anti-woke Disney beat 'em up game. I'd like to share it with you both for feedback. Any way to do that? There, you can reach us through the website. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason Pro told you, Doge Pal. You don't have to send me a $5 for that one, but thank you very much. So, Wild and Crazy Bear for $2. Are you a fan of Nick Arcade? Wild and Crazy Bear.
I loved Nick Arcade, and I am ashamed to admit that I was like a whole adult by the time that I realized that they were just running around in front of a blue screen.
Yeah. I used to love the shows where you would watch people play video games poorly, and they would play video games in the most frustrating way possible. Where it was like you're playing Mario Brothers, but you're going for points, or you're playing Pac-Man, and it wasn't about getting through the level and maximizing points. It'd be something like avoiding the ghost for a certain period of time. Things that I can get why they did it the way they did for television, but I didn't care about the kids. I would rather be playing video games.
Right.
I don't know that that's what Nick Arcade was. I kind of remember Nick Arcade, but
so Nick Arcade was a game show where teams compete. First of all, there were like questions, and then they would do a video game challenge where they would play like a lot of times it was like Pong or something like that, but or like Frogger, and competing against each other, and then the winners got to like enter a video game. Supposedly, they would go through this big like metal door in the set, and then they would have to like compete in like a real life video game, which was just them standing in front of a blue screen watching themselves on a monitor and trying to like get the orbs that they had to get without getting hit by like the fireballs and stuff.
Which sounds awesome, honestly. Yeah. It's finally that weatherman technology is used for something productive. Flying blind on a rocket cycle for $2. You guys need a Wilton emoji. Tell you what,
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
If you guys drop $500 within the next 10 minutes, we will do an entire live stream talking about how great Wilton is.
Yep.
Timer starting now.
All right. How much
All
time
right.
did you give them?
10 minutes.
All right, 10
So,
minutes, $500. You guys heard him.
by
And
1:40.
Jonas and I will do a whole hour on how great Wilton is.
Yeah, by 1:43.
It's gonna be a
Eastern
500
time.
American, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. None of this South African rand.
Exactly. No Canadian dollars here.
Yeah.
Uh,
We've just disqualified one of the people who might have actually done that.
No,
it means it can't be anyone from Wilton's home country.
yes, Canadian dollars are fine. We accept Canadian currency here.
Those hosers can't raise the
Yeah.
money themselves. Actually, I'll take that back. If it's $500 Canadian, well, even though that's only about $350 American,
We'll
sure,
still
we can
do
do
it.
We
We'll
can
still
do
do it. Yeah.
All right, it's I believe it's your turn, sir. And
No, I think it's your turn. I just went with the nighttime parade, but I can go again if you're not prepared.
I am not prepared because I had
Okay.
to reboot. The system was down. The system was down.
The closure of Muppet Vision 3.
Whoa.
What the heck?
The Wild Man of Yappin for $400.
Wait, what?
What did you just do, Wild Man of Yappin?
We're still $100 away from this. I'm sticking to my guns here. What just happened?
Why did I say this?
We did not think in any way, shape, or form that anyone was. You're guys, the clock's ticking. You're still $100 off.
Well, there's Flying Blind for $5 more. I believe you said 500 pennies. Here's $4.99. All right. Let's pull the calculator out here. 400 plus $4.99. Yep, we got 95.01 to go.
We said 500, guys. Just because we got $400 doesn't mean we're doing it.
I'm conflicted, but in parenting, it's important that you stick to your boundary. But holy moly,
I can't believe this is happening.
Scott Westbrook for $33, one step closer. I actually closed the calculator app because I thought we were not going to go here. So we're at $437.99. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
And then the flying blind on a rocket cycle.
Flying blind on a rocket cycle for $49.99. Okay, we are at $487.98.
If there's even a penny off, I'm not doing this.
Barry the Music Man says, "Why the funding?"
Yeah, why the funding?
Yeah, Texas 84, and there it is.
Nope, not yet.
No, Texas 84. How much time is left? Not as much as I'd like, or more than I would like at this point. No, it's more like $20.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we're currently at $487.
Oh my gosh.
And 98 cents. If we get to $500 within the next, what do we got? We got 6 minutes left.
Five, 6. Oh god, there it is.
Boom! Flying blind on a rocket cycle for $20.
Jonas, I can't believe we have to do this.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I got Steve's number here. Let's see.
I can't believe this just happened. This is
I
gonna be next
cannot
Friday's
believe
show. We're gonna have to
this
do an
just
hour
happened.
on next Friday. We're gonna have
Cuban
to do an hour on how
Superman
great Wilton is.
for $20. Here you go, boys. Happy
They're still coming
New
in.
Year. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
All right. 1 second. Let me see what I've got here.
I am laughing because I'll cry if I don't.
What? 1 second. I gotta call somebody. I'll beat you. I'm gonna put as much of this on the stream as I can.
Oh no.
I'm muting for just a second so we don't have anything said that we shouldn't have said.
Yep. You go ahead and mute. I will talk to the audience. Late Night Rabbit with another $20. Man, you guys really just hate us, don't you? I can't believe this is happening. Oh my gosh. Barry Music Man says, what did I just witness? This is nuts from oh my god. Hammer Biotics is how I hope Pro is in the chat. I don't think he is, because if Pro is in the chat, I think he would have popped in by now with this. Oh hey, Cuban Superman just became a YouTube member. Thank you very much, Cuban Superman. Let me see what at the tip cot level. Fantastic. Butter Biscuit for $2 is happy wiltoning, my fellas. Oh no. All right, guys. So I guess we are gonna have to pick a time for a 1 hour live stream where Jonas and I have to go for 60 whole minutes where we say nothing but positive things about Wilton.
Okay, so I've talked to Pro. He's going to get a hold of Wilton Floral here and see if he might join us on the stream.
Oh, today? You want?
Oh no, we're not. We're not doing it. We can't do this today.
We can't do this today. We have work to do, but like we have to schedule it for the future.
Yes, but if we can get him on the stream to
react to this.
Yeah.
What did Pro say when you told him what just happened?
He said, "What did you do?" So let's go through this.
Made $500 is what we did.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just start this from here. I said, thinking it would never happen,
ever,
if we got $500 within 10 minutes, that we would do an entire hour of a live stream praising Wilton effusively, doing an entire stream focused on Wilton the troll and the cast of characters over there. Hold on. I'm getting a call. One sec.
Yes. So I guess the way we would have to work this is we're gonna have to just have all these like Wilton clips and just sit there and like you could literally see like the sound bars moving for Jonas talking on the phone right now, but you can't hear him. Where we're gonna have to just watch Wilton clips and then come back and just say nothing but positive things about them.
Yep. So I opened my big mouth and then Wild Man of Yavin, so generous of you, donated $400. Then Flying Blind, another $5. And Scott Westbrook with 33. What an oddly specific number. Then Flying Blind for 50. And then 20. 70 altogether there. Cuban Superman, thank you very much. Jesus, here you go, boys. Happy New Year. Late Night Rabbit for $20. Good to see you, Late Night Rabbit, by the way. Cuban Superman. What did Cuban Superman? What did he come in here at?
Tipcot.
Of course, Tipcot.
Cuban Superman.
That's great. Thank you very much for joining at the Tipcot level. Butter Biscuit 92 for $2 American dollars. It is interesting. We put the Canadian exception on here, and it didn't come through in Canadian loonies. Happy wiltoning, my fellas. And then Long Rua sparing us from the currency exchange here. Remember, for 2 months, Vash could have stopped this jingle.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Oh, I can't.
I wish we had the. I wish we had the clip of Star-Lord saying, "Did we just lose?"
Yeah, did we just lose? So the way we're going to have to work this is it's going to have to be an hour of you and I sitting here playing a whole bunch of Wilton clips and then just speaking positively about them afterward.
Yep. So I think that's probably how this is going to need to go. I'm gonna guess the 9th. We are at the minimum inviting Steve onto this live stream today. Who knows what puppet he might show up with here?
Oh, is he showing up?
Yeah, he has the link now. He was sent the link by Pro here. So
I can't believe this happened. I'm shocked Pro hasn't popped in yet.
Yeah, Texas 84, a tribute to Wilton. What have I done?
What have I done? You're fulfilling your destiny.
Bruce Newhouse says clips do not count. Only
Oh.
your dialogue time.
That was not part of the deal, nor was given hand to this bounty hunter.
That's perfect. So we'll do the thing where we're also on stream at the same time if we do play.
Yes, we
Wilton.
it'll be like
we'll do some prep time for this one.
Yeah.
Evie Day Corgi, I love this stream so much. Well,
this is what Fridays are going to be from now on, guys. It's going to be me and Jonas just doing nonsense.
yeah, apparently, yeah, it's working a little too well.
Yeah,
we're reaping what we sow. And Pro says, I'm working on this.
This is like Pro has got to be so happy right now because we just made a buttload of money, and he doesn't have to be the one that gets tortured.
Yeah, that's
it's on us. Because like tonight, me and Lauren and Kevin and Pro and Martin and Nolan and Fake Wizard are all watching some ridiculous movie on Lauren and Apollo called like Santa Claus and the Summer Bunny or something like that. I don't know.
The ice cream bunny. You guys can enjoy that. It is kind of nice because my general rule on the Pro channel is if the punishments come in, unless I'm specifically named, I generally like, wow, that's great that you guys, all of you guys are going to be going through that. This was
our big fat mouths. This was
entirely self-inflicted
hubris. It was hubris, Jonas.
Harder ubris, as Mexican Iron Man likes to say. And can Wilton watch the ice cream bunny? You know what? We should ask him when he gets here. Clock is ticking on that though. I still can't believe Wild Man of Yavin. Why did you do that, man? Why did you do that?
Why would you do that? Why do you hate us that much?
Yeah. Let's see here. First Dragon Queen for $2. I'll be there. Greatest musical ever.
It's a musical?
It is a musical, and I'm also hearing that it was filmed in a theme park.
I was not there when the punishment was made, when like the super chat came in. I was volunteered for this.
Yes.
And was told by Lauren that I had to be there.
Yes, it's part of your it's part of your contract to appear in my stead yes. England DG for $10. I thought I went to Epic Universe, but I stopped around Ocala, and it turns out it was Eric's universe. I will say the mushroom snacks at Stupor Mario Whirl were amazing, though I don't really remember. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Hey, and Orange Grove 55. Hope everyone has a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2026. Same to you.
You too.
Same to you.
You too.
Yep. Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle for $2. Is there a Santa Claus and the Playboy Bunny movie? If there is, we ain't playing it on this channel.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. I want to point something out because Marie JC said Kevin got sick, so Marvin will take his place tonight. Yeah, but no, Kevin apparently is going to be there. So like Lauren said today in our group chat, he's like, oh, Kevin says that he's feeling better, so he's actually gonna be there. I said, oh, cool. So does this mean I don't have to be there? And everybody was like, no, you still have to be there.
I think that's fair. No, it's really not.
It also violates my rule of watching anything Christmas after December 25th.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring something up here just so you guys understand the kind of things that you have inflicted on us. I'm gonna bring up a Wilton clip. Let's see, Floral from Under a Rock.
What are you doing?
I want to make sure that everybody.
We're already gonna have to go through an hour of this. You're putting us through more of it.
Yeah. Forgive me. Forgive me. I have to.
Aaron Owen says there are songs from Santa and the Elves and the Giant from Jack and the Beat. What are we watching tonight?
So let's see. Culture is on the phone with Wilton. We're doing this, you crazy people. Oh. Wild Man of Yavin for $5.
Culture is putting this together.
Wild Man of Yavin for $5.
Culture get involved?
Jonas, that dang gypsy hooker. Did I actually say dang gypsy hooker?
You did.
I don't think I said dang. I think I thought I saw called her A. So no, she's not danged in the movie. I just need to point out the kind of things that we're looking at here with Floral from Under a Rock, songs from Floral Under a Rock. Let's just the quality before we have to.
Struck.
Are we?
No.
Are we?
I don't know. He did it last time.
That's right.
When he had
did.
Pro play a song and then hit him with a copyright.
Yep. Here we go.
We don't have to say positive things.
No, not yet.
Right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So he's going straight emotional here.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a parody yet.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Like, not a. This is just a song that he happens to be singing as a puppet.
I'll be the one if you want me to.
He's like actually like singing it.
This is for anyone who doesn't understand what Wilton and Floral from Under a Rock. Okay, we're just looking for some joke lyrics here. What? It's just a duet. It's not a parody cover. This is not Weird Al Yankovic doing a different version of this. He just did a straight cover of the song as two puppets. And I'm starting to wonder who is giving up on who in this arrangement.
Maybe he's like a misunderstood genius, and like 500 years from now, they'll talk about him the way we talk about Van Gogh.
Van Gogh, as the British say.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna pull up something very specific. He also has a channel. Yeah, go ahead.
One thing I will say, Steve is a brilliant puppeteer and puppet maker.
He is.
Like,
He is brilliant.
I mean that bottom of my heart. He's a brilliant puppeteer.
There's a little bit of insanity in him, though, that I never know.
All brilliance has a little bit of insanity in it.
He also has an entire album that I think is still on iTunes about me.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. And so here's the deal about what we're going to do in all of this. And it's sounding like Steve, Floral, Wilton are going to be a little delayed in getting here. We will have to end the stream within the next 10 minutes, whether he gets here or not.
Pro just texted me and said, "Stay live."
Oh, well, we'll have to see. Maybe he'll have some urgency if we let him know. First Dragon Queen for $2. Side note: I hate musicals. You can't hear 90% of it. Now that's a confusing comment. I'm assuming about Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you seen Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny?
No, I have not. No,
I think the only person tonight who has actually seen it that is participating is Martin Stone.
Of course, Martin has seen it.
Martin has seen every movie that's ever been made. Someone will be like, "Oh, have you ever seen like McFluloo?" And he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that."
Yep. How is it that it's a musical but you can't hear it? Araxis, member for 15. Hey guys, Happy New Year. Jonas looking sharp. Thank you very much. Here, I'll put on my my special St. Patrick's Day outfit for you all there, dressed up a little bit. And let's see.
Faith and Becorin.
That's right. By the way, I'm black.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, I couldn't find a model, and then I just realized the hands were invisible. So so I'm like, sure, why not? Oh yeah. Let's see. Spartan
wait, the hands are black. Let me see that again.
Yes, they were right there, right on.
Oh my gosh.
So, I'm doing that. Gotta get them back. Jonas Black. Okay. You're the ones that made it a challenge. Americans love a challenge, especially when punishments are fair enough.
We should have known better.
Yeah. You're the ones that made it for $5.
Oh,
and here he is.
He's here.
The man of the hour.
Get the thing off the screen.
Welcome, Steve.
What are you guys doing?
we were just going over your cover of Say Something.
Yeah.
That is not a parody.
Okay.
It's just a cover as puppets.
Steve, let me explain what was going on. We had the super chat goal for today was 20 super chats, and we'll play this Wilton compilation that Pro put together. So the entire time we're just ragging on you the way we do.
Yeah.
And then then we were like, like, oh, but we love Steve. He's like the antagonistic friend. You got to give it to him. And then I was just like, well, one day we'll say nice things about Steve. And Jonas is like, yeah, if we make $500 in the next 10 minutes, we'll do a whole hour where we do nothing but praise Wilton. And within minutes, we had $500.
Not even a full minute. So first of all, here was the first one that came in. So as soon as I saw this, I knew we actually had to put up or shut up on this one. Wild Man of Yavin for 400 called. Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle for 5. I believe you said 500 pennies. Here's 459. Scott Westbrook for $33. One step closer
to the end, and I'm about to break.
Yep. Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle, just a blank 50. Just right out of there. And then another 20. Wah ha ha ha. So clearly past the line at this point. Then Cuban Superman for 20. Here you go, boys. Happy New Year. Late Night Rabbit for another 20. So we're well past the 500 here. Thank you, Late Night Rabbit. Butter Biscuit for $2. Happy Wiltoning, my friends. Yep. Long Rua. Vash would have stopped this. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Dragon Queen for $2. This is about the Ice Cream Bunny.
The Lord Apollo.
Yeah, let's see. What else do we have? I think Wild Man of Yavin was punishing me for my comment about Esmeralda being a gypsy hooker. Yep.
He actually did say that earlier.
I believe it.
This has been a really, really weird stream.
Yep. Spartan Bot for another.
This is That Park Place Fridays.
Yep.
I just finished making a ham and I was just about to play Where the Winds Meet or Where Winds Meet, where it was called.
Yep. Araxis gifted 5 That Park Place memberships. Since we're already over the line, we'll count it. Thank you very much, Araxis. Thank you so much. Wild Man of Yavin for 10. Stay Live. Dragon Queen supports me. Yeah. And Thinking Heretic for $2. So the Wilton thing sounds like a struggle session. So
it really is.
I believe it.
So and then Araxis for $5. So we will just keep sending super chats so that you have to stay on till he gets here. So here you are.
So the good news for you guys is I have deleted content that I created with Wilton, like the cover of "You'll Never Have a Friend Like Me"
with Wilton.
Well,
as in you talk about him as a collaborator.
Correct.
How many voices? Yeah. How many voices are there, Steve?
Of Wilton
in your head?
In my head. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. There's so many.
We've been ribbing you a little bit. So here's the deal. Yeah. Are you available? You think you could do Friday next week at noon? If not, we'll find another time. But we'll do it live here. We'll just go ahead.
Live.
And actually, I will be in the office, but I could make it work. I think.
All right. Let's schedule this for the Wiltoning next week at noon. And if we got to change it, we'll publicly document this so that we can't get out of it. And you can help program an entire hour of That Park Place with my assistance here. I mean, I don't want to make it a burden on you if you don't have any.
And we will have to see. Jonas and I can say nothing negative.
For do a full
it in the evening. If it's the evening, that, as Araxis is asking, that is far more manageable. But I can
Araxis for $2. Do it in the evening when all of us can be here. Okay, we'll take a vote on.
Is it really worth your evening? That's the question. Is this worth?
Well,
is this worth being away from your family? I mean, the people put up. So
it's not teaching.
Please, not 10 p.m. Yeah. All right, we will work something out within a week at the very latest, late on Friday. But we will get this worked out. We have until the end of the day next Friday to get this stream going. And if
so
you were
guys
up for
voluntarily subjected yourself to say that if we get $500, we will subject ourselves to an hour of Wilton.
To be fair,
I feel like
it was like saying if a leprechaun jumps up on the windowsill and dances a jig in the next 10 minutes. We didn't think it was going to happen.
Right. Whatever comes through the portal first, we will sacrifice to you, Wilton. Anyways,
I feel like
Araxis for $2.
you know there's a book in like there's a story in the Book of Judges about this, right?
Yes, yeah, that was the reference I was making.
Yeah.
Horrible ode of biblical proportions. Araxis for $2. Yes, it is. Asking whether or not it's worth an evening. And Wild Man of Yavin for $10. It is worth my evening. Wild Man of Yavin paid for it, so all right. Maybe we
gotta make sure
coordinate
he's
with
there.
Wild
Like
Man.
we gotta coordinate with Wild Man of Yavin.
There you go.
All right. We will do this. Thank you very much, Steve. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I don't know. I just finished prepping a ham. So, our entire family was sick at Christmas and New Year's, so we're just trying to catch up on life. So
here, did you get that nasty bug that was going around,
buddy? I didn't. I slept on the couch. I was just like, stay away from me because I'm on vacation right now. So I'm like, I'm going to maximize this.
Wait, let me make sure that I didn't miss any super chats here because Texas 84 just came in for 10. Feeling guilty for not contributing. Well, I'm sorry for the guilt that you feel. I don't know what this live stream is going to be. I think that it's not going to be. Don't miss it, folks, because I'm probably not going to say yes to something like this. This is what I get. I'm probably not going to say yes to something like this ever again.
By the way, Pro has said we are paying Steve out of this, I guess.
Well, he will pay you. I don't know if I'm paying you. I'm giving you a license to plug your channel for a full hour on my channel.
There we go. I'm down.
Go for it, Steve. Go for it, Steve. All right.
Yeah.
With that being said, we need to wrap this up before anything else happens. I feel like this kid.
I don't think that's fair. I tried the best I can.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Leave a like. Leave a comment below.
Araxis for $2 is as long as you learn something, Jonas.
I learned good. It really smarts, in the words of Tony Shalhoub in Men in Black.
Find Planet a Rocket Cycle for $1.99 says and get a Wilton emoji. We will have to debut the Wilton emoji, I think, on the day of the stream, right?
And then Jonas will promptly delete it right after.
That's a fair point. We have to have a certain number of memberships in order to do the. I'm not sure if that works on the channel.
I don't know. We were
see.
Gifted a lot. You know, we've been getting a lot of gifted. So
Yep. You've been troll rolled. And then finally, Wild Man of Yavin for 10. They really are super chatting in a way that's keeping this stream going.
Yeah, they're just keeping us from getting off the air and getting back to work. Like as if Jonas and I don't have two websites that we work on all day.
Right. Wild Man of Yavin for $10. I love you all. Nothing but love to you guys. Jonas, Marvin, love to you both.
Love
no,
to you
Steve's
as
not
well.
in there. No, Steve's not in there. Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm implied.
But yeah, probably. Tom F. Jonas, what did you do, man? I don't know.
What did you do, man? Tom knows he's got to mod it.
Dr. Rick James for $5 from Bruce Newhouse. If you guys mess up with a criticism of Steve, does that 1 hour start?
No.
Oh, wow. There probably needs to be some kind of a timer in here that adds to, I don't know if a full hour, but something. Maybe like a swear jar where we have to put in a super chat.
But
for every time we accidentally criticize Wilton, we have to add another minute.
Okay.
And am I on stream or is Wilton? Or is that another $500? I don't know.
I think that I don't think it needs to be you and in person the entire stream. I think we can program it. I'll give you some feedback here, but I am going to let you program the stream how you see fit, and I'll assist so that it's not a pain.
It might
those were the rules.
It might be funnier if it's Wilton, which will be a really refreshing change of pace for Wilton to be involved in something that's funny. So
I think you're going to earn that back.
Well played.
Next stream.
We're gonna get to the point where I'm gonna start saying terrible things about Wilton and adding time onto the back end because I feel like it's worth it because I'm gonna have to get it out.
IRA specialist for $2. The talent has arrived. Hello, Steve.
All right.
Did you seriously just refer to yourself as the talent? Anyways, that's Groundhog Day. WDW Pro gifting 20 That Park Place memberships. I think he wants to make sure that the emoji happens. There he goes.
Yes.
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. And
Thank you, bro.
I can't even press the celebration buttons. Araxis for $2. Wilton.
If that's
actually,
what they're paying.
yeah. Okay.
Hey, if we make another 50, if we make
more,
another
yes.
50 in the next 5 minutes, we'll get Lauren to do it too.
No.
See, I can do this too. I can do this too, Lauren.
Yep. Irate specialist for $2. Semper glutine libero. Okay, can you explain this one? No, I would like an explanation of the horse guy when we do the stream.
Okay, we can do it
sometime
then.
next week.
That's right.
Wild Man of Yavin for $5. I love Wilton. I feel like that's getting clipped.
Oh my God, Araxis!
What are you doing, Araxis?
Pay up,
$50.
Lauren! Pay back!
All right. The best part is Lauren works with us now, so he has to do it.
I was gonna say.
And for another $500, never mind. The first Araxis.
That's just so funny.
It's unbelievable. It is
Lauren's gonna be
truly
so annoyed.
unbelievable.
No one tell him. I want to tell him tonight on Lauren and Apollo when he's making me be there to watch that horrible movie. I get to be the one to tell him.
You know what I feel like my
part in this
stream is
if someone gives another $50, we'll even call his parents on stream. We'll call
No,
Lauren's
we
parents.
can't do that. We can't.
Lauren's parents?
They have said yes to talking to Wilton over the phone on stream. They have said yes.
We can't force Lauren's like if they're not available. We can't do that.
Yeah. This is how I feel about my my experience this time.
Do you have a bit of experience in that arena?
If you consider failure experience.
There we go. First Dragon Queen for $2 because I fixed my animatronic during this. You haven't, or is it an animatronic? It's probably been long enough that no one even gets that joke. Flying blind on a rocket cycle for $20 for Lauren. Here we go.
He's gonna be so mad.
We're gonna have to pay Lauren.
Oh, this is making,
to
you know what?
appear.
Like, if I have to be like grossly inconvenienced and annoyed, it makes me feel better that I'm forcing Lauren to do it too.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And
suffer, you
WDW
suffer
Pro
with
says, but just a reminder, everybody take care of yourselves and don't overspend. We love you guys. That's true. Nobody spend any money you don't have because we're going to hit this button in 10, 9. Oh, by the way, if you could hit like on the stream, share it out on the social medias, don't forget to subscribe or consider subscribing to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun. And to play us out, we have, well, the Lord of the Rings.
In a world in which franchises are being broken every day, only one man, cloned, can save the day. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll wipe smog from your eyes. Join Lorne Connor as he takes on an epic quest. It's Lord of the Rings.
One sword to guide me, one heart to bind me.
All I have to do is drop it in a time now, Frodo. My fingers don't want to let go.
Okay, so we got more super chats. As I thought we
They
might.
won't let us stop.
Rick James for $5. You guys need to have I love Stephen Wilton hats, t-shirts, or backgrounds. We'll work something out here.
You guys are adding like rules on that we never agreed to. It doesn't work that way.
I'm open to
Just go to the
suggestions at
dollar
this point.
store. You get a Sharpie. You get a shirt from Value Village and
Something fitting of Wilton. Yeah.
and you just write it on.
Irate specialist for $2. Later, y'all. Yeah, later, Irate. Thanks. Iraxis for $2. So about. Yeah. And Scott Westbrook for $2. Semper Ubi sub Ubi. Semper Ubi sub Ubi. Bye.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.